Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, and welcome back to our Life with Breath. Lift from your heart. Breath class. All right, we are live everywhere. Yay! Okay, so I hope you had a fabulous week. And if everyone remembers, last week we were giving kind of a mindfulness and awareness exercise for everybody to try in the vein of learning about where you're placing your attention, how you're thinking throughout the day, throughout the week, and how that plays a role in creating your reality. So I'm really curious how everybody did last week. We had recommended setting a timer on your phone, and maybe every 3 hours for a couple of days, that timer goes off. And when that timer goes off, you're taking a look at what was I thinking in that exact moment, and then documenting those and seeing if you see a pattern, right? That's based on emotions or thought systems, and seeing how those end up creating the life you're living today. So I'm curious how this played out for everybody this week. If you would put some thoughts in the chat. If you haven't done it, I urge you to take some time and understand how your mind and your ego are working behind the scenes with you and how that's playing a role in creating the life you're living. So today, Ed's going to take us through a magnificent breath class and really connect us deeper with our heart so that we can really start to resonate the emotions, the positive emotions that come from our heart. Things like love, compassion, forgiveness, patience, honor, right? Let's develop those skills internally and project that out into the world and imagine the world we could be living in. So, Eddie, will you take us away today, please?
Welcome, everyone. Before we get seated, let's just start with a simple stretch. Opening up the breathing channels of the body, bringing your feet out about 3 feet, bring your hands down onto your knees, and just drop down. Bend your elbows, bend your knees simultaneously, and just reach a point where you can feel resistance. And then using your mind and your breath, pressing your left leg and sway to the right. And then pressing into the right leg and swaying away from that and going left. And just unlock the mind and the body with a focused breath, moving laterally, which creates lateral neurochemistry. So we use whole brain messages. We get centered and grounded. And we receive the maximum amount of the time we're going to invest in ourselves for the next few moments of our life. Begin to deepen your breath, slow motion movement, ocean sound. Hi, Bix. And just come to neutral. And just take your hands and guide your knees out and guide your knees in. In and out. Hey, buddy. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to be as flexible as you. I'll see you in a little bit. And then finally coming to the rib cage. Take the right hand over to the outside of the left foot. Look to the left and pull right. Deep breath in and out. And bring the right hand back to the right knee. Take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Look to the right and pull to the left. Deep breath in and out. And bring the hands back and just inhale, come up. Open your throat. Exhale. Come back down. Let's come into a comfortable seated position. Feel your body vibrating. Feel your hips, your glutes, your thighs, the breathing muscles. Bring the heart rate back down. And today we're going to be using a 432 resonant frequency to help the body, the breath, the mind come into congruency with the deeper purpose of our life. Everything is vibration. This vibration will assist us. This is an amazing tool that we have, and you can get these online. They're really, really powerful. Changes the energy immediately and sustains vibrant energy in the room that you're in. I also am an ambassador for the Oxa breathing strap. And while we're breathing today, I have it on, and I have a score that's coming through my app. The depth of my breathing rate, my ECG, my heart rate variability score, all of these things will assist me in maximizing my breathing practice. Oxa, it's an amazing, amazing company. Coming into resonance with your breath, bring your awareness to your spine. Sit up as tall as you can and let your eyes close and become one with yourself. Starting with some low to mid breathing into the lower lobes of the lungs, the solar plexus region, support the thoracic spine, and release and relax every molecule of your face. Bring yourself present on the in-breath and follow the anatomy of the breath down towards the pelvic floor. And what does it feel like to have a conscious inhale? And on the exhale, follow the anatomy up and out through your nostrils. And just feel the rhythm of the breath, the rhythm of your life. And start to make the transition from the surface mind into the deeper mind. Keep relaxing all the energy around your eyes, your low jaw, your cheekbones, behind your ears. And move into the opening layers of complete stillness. And then see if you can transition deeper into the opening layers of internal silence. Imagine that all you need to do in life is keep breathing. Everything else will work itself out. And to help us gain insight into the deeper flows of energy, the deeper rhythms that support us, our connection to something greater, nature, the sky, the earth, ocean-sounding breath in your throat. Taking that inhale into the back of the throat, and you'll hear an audible sound like you have a seashell up to your ear, a beautiful conch shell. And then on the exhale, engaging the epiglottis of the throat, and surfing the waves of vibration in this moment in your life. Surf the waves. You must surf the waves of your inner world, the inner beach. And as you get control of these waves, you become more self-aware of the power of feeling and emotion, the power of conscious intention and attention. And all of a sudden, everything seems to get easier. There's nothing to prove. There's no place to go. All there is right here, right now. At the end of the next exhale, ride it to completion, and then retend the breath out. Don't let any energy in. And drop your awareness behind and below your navel. Turn your palms up and stretch your fingers. And on the call to the inhale, allow the arms to move with it overhead. Interlace your fingers overhead and pull up from the low back. Hold the breath in and lift your ribs away from your hips and engage your solar plexus. When the body calls for breath, exhale your hands behind your head. Bend your elbows. And on the next inhale, turn to your right. Exhale back to center. On your next inhale, turn to the left. Exhale back to center. On the next inhale, lift your chin away from your chest. On the next exhale, bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale the head back to center. Close your eyes. And with your eyelids down, with a focused breath, let your eyes move to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. And this cross-lateral movement of the eyes and the sockets. Notice if you have the awareness that I can seem to look further to the one side than the other. And whatever side you sense you can't look as far laterally, hold your awareness on that side for several breaths, bringing that back into symmetry with the other side. And then let your eyes come back to neutral. Focus on your breath. And on the next inhale, with your eyelids down, look up into the forehead. And on the next exhale, look down your spine as far as you can go. On the next inhale, look up into the forebrain region. And on the next exhale, look down the front of the spine as far as you can go. Couple more. If you have the sensation that it's easier to look up than look down, it's okay. That's where most of us start with this. It's easier to look up and ascend than it is to descend with where we are as a species right now. And when you feel ready, bring your hands back out in front and just shake them out. Focused breath. Release any tension in these amazing hands. Forearms. Good. And let your hands rest, palms up or palms down. Ocean sound. Inhale, slowly. Inflate the lungs all the way to the collarbone, and then keep inhaling. Keep inhaling. It'll come in little pulses. Keep inhaling. Feel the air swirling underneath the nostrils. Keep inhaling into the top sympathetic nerve endings of the lungs. Keep inhaling, keep inhaling. Stay with it. Keep expanding. Keep strengthening inspiratory muscles. Notice you're doing cardio, but you're not moving in the traditional way. Hold the breath in. Steady everything. Straight spine. Exhale. Ride it to completion. Pause, burn off the higher level of CO2, and then take a resting breath or two. And look to integrate that extended inspiratory inhale through the brain, the heart, the organs, and the body. Ocean sound. And after the next inhale is complete, return the breath inward. Don't exhale just yet. Begin to feel pressure building in your lungs. And then with the ocean sound and holding your awareness on your abdominal muscles, the primary driver of exhale, begin a slow motion exhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. And then return the breath outward. Cook off any stale air in the alveoli sacs of the lungs. And when the body calls for breath, sweep your hands out and up on an inhale. Look up, let the palms touch. And then exhale and relax back down into the body. Allow yourself to feel peace, feel joy, feel loved. Bring the right hand up to your face, curl the first two fingers in, preparing for a couple rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Closing off the right nostril, ocean sound. Inhale slowly, left nostril, right frontal lobe. Pause. Close off the left nostril, release the thumb pad. Ocean sound, expel the waste slowly. And at the end of the exhalation, pause. Inhale, right nostril, awareness, left frontal lobe. When the inhale is complete with the ocean sound, hold the breath in. Closing off the right nostril, releasing out through the left nasal channel slowly, riding the exhalation with an ocean sound to completion and then pausing. Do a round on your own. Sit up as tall as you can in your mind, and you'll be sitting up as tall as you can in your spine. Let the right hand come down. Visualize the breath spiraling through the nasal channels up into the opposite prefrontal lobe. As you go behind the prefrontal lobe, you'll find your brainstem. Below your brainstem, you'll find your spine, which extends down to the pelvic floor. On the next inhale, draw the energy of your pelvic floor and sacrum up into your brainstem and hold the breath in and focus. Draw up on the core. when the exhale is called for, try to hold in just a fraction longer, and then exhale with an ocean sound, and drop the energy and awareness of the brainstem through the center of your spine, all the way back to the starting point at the pelvic floor. Retain the breath out. On the next inhale, draw the energy and awareness of the pelvic floor, spiral it up your spine into the brainstem region of the brain. Relax up into the brainstem. Try to hold just past the comfortable point where you can still manage a slow motion exhale without any bumpy or jumpiness, and then spiral that energy back down to the core of our body, where our body was first constructed in the womb. Sense the energy that's there, the awareness that's there. When you're ready to inhale, spiral that energy, snake it up the spine. Hold in and be in the brainstem as you visualize it. Now you want to hold longer, but you don't want to rush the exhale and agitate the mind and the physiology. So when it's ready, you want to really be aware of how you can valve the air here and the muscular contraction that takes place in the abdomen, and you spiral that energy back down to its origin. You descend down into yourself. You hold out. And you just feel. When you're ready to inhale, do it as slowly as you can with an ocean sound. And draw this golden white light shimmering up your spine into the center of the mind of the brainstem. And you hold in. Just look, listen, and feel however you perceive brainstem when you say that to yourself silently. When you're ready to exhale, allow it to be really slow. Just bleed the air out of the lungs and the ocean sound through your nostrils in super slow motion. That's the challenge. The energy will naturally drop back down to the pelvic floor as you've already started that flow. And then when you hold out, be at the pelvic floor. Feel the energy that is compressed there and its vibrancy and how it affects everything. A couple rounds on your own. After this round, let your body breathe on its own. Go deeper into your mind and feel the light and the vibrancy that's available to you right now. And remember where you've located it. It will always be there for you. When you're working with the breath, 99% of the time you don't want to strain. Straining creates more oxidative stress and stress. We don't need that. This breath is 100 times more powerful than the ego lets on. A little bit goes a long way. So be extremely gentle while you breathe here and while you're discovering more self-awareness. Now, how slow can we go? Notice slowing down is the new speeding up. Notice the way forward is first backwards. Bring your awareness to your core. Find your cord there. More than just the spinal cord, but a cord that connects above you and below you. See if you can feel that cord. Sometimes it's microscopic, other times it's even larger than our physical frame, but we can sense it like a column of light. It's a pulsing cord. Let's grow the length of the cord and the width of the cord. Bring your hands to your shoulders, make a soft fist. Allow the tongue to rest behind the two front teeth with the top of the tongue on the upper palate. The low jaw is completely relaxed and the lips are relaxed. Your eyes are turned back in the sockets. Come onto the front of your sitting bones so that the chest is open to receive this fresh energy. We're going to be breathing in a vertical fashion. 1 round per second. On the inhale, reach up, and on the exhale, come down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let your hands come down. Notice you don't even need to breathe from the superoxygenation. Wait for the body to call to the inhale. And on the next inhale, take it to the pelvic floor. And then all the way up into the brainstem. Allow your awareness to touch the brainstem. And then exhale, drop the energy back down the spine to the pelvic floor. Hold the breath out and be perfectly still. And look, listen, and feel in the pelvic basin. Try to hold past the comfortable point, but don't overdo it. You don't want to disturb the next inhale. And when you're ready, begin to inhale. Energy comes down. Awareness comes up. Go to the brainstem and hold the breath in. Relax while you hold and enjoy the inner show. Challenge yourself, but don't hold too long. Now, coming out of this, you want to get control of the breath. Drop the heart rate. Raise the heart rate variability score. Turn on spirit. And be in that column of light now. Feel it pulsing, even though you can't see it with your eyes or hear it with your ears. So this is the quantum world. The microscopic quantum world, where all things are possible. You can never be denied. It's a fearless state of awareness. And feel your connection to something bigger than yourself. Something you're plugged into. Absolutely zero attachment and ego. Now let your body breathe on its own. Be still. Do not move. Be silent inside. Do not talk. Tap into your deeper power. Your power to manifest your desire. Your connection to the creative force, both internally and externally, and our ability to get out of our own way to manifest our highest desires without ego or attachment. Know that you're always plugged into this source and always will be. Keep slowing down to speed up. You will vibrate faster. And know that moving forward always begins skillfully with going back. You can begin to deepen your breath. So I had the Oxa app on. And if you were breathing along with me, my heart rate is 60. My heart rate variability score is 63. Calmness score, 8 out of 10. Just so good. I recommend this. It really gives you a little scientific, immediate data and feedback about the practice. And then the 432 pulse resonator. A powerful, powerful vibration for the DNA in the cells of our body. Wendy, can you bring this to a close today?
Hi, everybody. And so when we think about participating in a regular breathing practice, right, and then we engage in mindfulness and awareness exercises, how do you feel right now? How are your thoughts right now? If I had to guess, they're calm, they're slow in pace, they're not aggressive or dominating our time. They're just very lighthearted, maybe almost non-existent, until we engage back into today, into our lives. And so making time for a regular breathing practice is so healthy for our body mind. As Eddie was showing you, you can see what's happening with your physiology, keeping your body in balance in the autonomic nervous system. And when we do that, that's what helps us with our mind. That's what helps us with our thoughts. That's what helps us be more in our heart and not more in our ego and stress response and anxiety and fear states. So notice this. Notice how long this lasts for you when we leave you today. And then I encourage you again to set a timer on your phone and just see where your mind is every 3 hours, every 2 hours, every 1 hour. What was it focused on? Where was it? And how is that making you feel inside? And notice the difference between then and now. So we're here every Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, offering you this wonderful breathing practice, encouraging people to make time for a breathing practice, to learn the power of breath. And we hope you'll consider making a donation to Donor Box. The link is below. Your donations go to helping us help organizations who are supporting the transformation of humanity, who are supporting love and growth and care and self-care. So we thank you for being with us. We thank you for your donations, and we'll see you right back here next Saturday. Have a wonderful and beautiful week. Thank you.